Hi there. Welcome to this simulated lesson on calculating deceleration. Let me know when you're ready to start by giving me a thumbs up.
Let's do it.
For this demo, a car will be traveling towards a traffic light. We need the car to stop before the solid line, but not too far away from it either. The following questions will ask you to calculate a deceleration rate based on the optimal position for the car at the light. You'll need to provide your answer in meters per second squared. When you are ready to start, give me a thumbs up. There are 3 questions to answer in this lesson. Question 1. The car is traveling at 40 kilometers per hour and is 50 meters away from the perfect resting position. What is the optimal deceleration rate?
Right. Well, seeing that I don't currently have a calculator, we're going to brute force our way through this. So we'll start with an arbitrary guess of just 5. Oh, too far.
That's not entirely accurate. Stay persistent.
So we'll go, nope, 1. Oh, already close. Oh, not quite.
That's not exactly right. Keep
So,
trying.
2.
That's not entirely
Right, so
correct. Keep
1 is
working
there
on
and
it.
2 is there. Then that means 1.5 is around there, which means we're in close to 1.2. So not quite. Okay,
That's not completely right. Keep striving.
but very close. So 1.25, I think, is probably right.
That's not quite accurate. Keep up the
Close.
effort.
All right. Let's see if there's any useful information that could help us here. Oh, no, I don't need to type that.
Hint 1.
All right.
In our example, we ignore the potential that the driver brakes at a changing velocity. For the sake of simplicity, we are assuming that the deceleration rate remains completely constant.
Right, well, we already knew that, so is there anything else?
Hint 2. The relationship of acceleration and deceleration is that one is simply a negative of the other. While acceleration represents a positive change in velocity over time, deceleration represents a negative change in velocity. Knowing this, we can simply apply the formula of acceleration to discover the deceleration of an object.
Right, and you should end up with a negative answer because of that. Okay. So let's go 1.2. Well, if that's 1.25, 1.2 was back there, so 1.23. That's going to be pretty close. Oh, that
You
looks
are so
good.
close, but your answer is missing something, a symbol perhaps.
Right, so it wants a negative. Okay. Is the answer minus 1.23? Spot on.
That's right.
Cool.
Question 2. What is the optimal deceleration rate if the car is traveling at 100 kilometers per hour and is 100 meters away?
Right, so I'm going to use my brain a bit here and say to go from hour to second is 3.6. So let's just have a guess and say 3.6. 100 and 100. Oh, it's got to be negative as well. Oh, that was a good guess. That was a good guess. Okay. Since we're here, can I have a hint, please? Let's just see if there's anything else useful.
This is the final hint I can provide you. After
Okay.
this, I will restart the hints from the beginning.
Okay, cool.
Hint 3. For the formula of acceleration to function, we must ensure that the velocity variables have been appropriately converted into meters per second. To do this, consider first converting your kilometer per hour values into meters per hour,
which is what I just did.
and then
Okay.
divide this value by the number of seconds in 1 hour.
All right, well that's convenient because I just did that. So let's have a guess. Well, my answer is going to need to be negative, so let's say -3. 3.6 was... Oh, wow, way further. Okay.
That's not exactly right. Keep working on it.
All right, let's try -4. All right, now we're getting somewhere.
That's not fully correct. Keep trying.
If that's 4 and that was 3.6, then let's meet halfway and say 3.8. So it's going to be negative 3.8. Just over.
That's not entirely accurate. Keep up the effort.
Okay, so we need to shift it back slightly, so it needs to be a little bit slower. Okay, so we need to be just a little bit further back. And since that rate is reducing constantly, we don't need to overjump this. So 3.85. Oh, it's going to be negative as well.
That's not completely right. Keep pushing forward.
Is the answer negative 3.85?
That's not exactly right. Stay focused and keep trying.
Right, so it needs to be... I'm going to assume it needs to be closer to 4. Or closer... Let's go closer to 3 first. So let's work down to 3.3. So... no, sorry, to 3.8. So negative 3.83. We'll go with that. Oh,
That's
okay.
accurate.
It's a bit...
Question
close,
3.
but sure.
And finally, what is the deceleration rate if the car is 64 meters away and is traveling at 74 kilometers per hour?
Right. So 74 kilometers an hour, 64 meters. I'm not sure, so we're just gonna go. Nope, 5. Cool. Not quite right.
That's not entirely correct. Keep working on it.
Let's go 10. Too fast.
That's not entirely correct.
-1 puts
Keep
us
working
around
on it.
there. Well, probably. We're moving too fast, so just keeps going. Right.
That's not completely accurate. Keep up the effort.
So -3 is about the middle ground. Okay.
That's not exactly right. Stay focused and keep trying.
Do you have any more hints?
Hint
No,
1.
That's right, back to the beginning.
In our example, we ignore the potential that the driver brakes at a changing velocity. For the sake of simplicity, we are assuming that the deceleration rate remains completely constant.
Right, okay. So, same as before. Same hint as before. So 3 is just over the line, so maybe -3.5. Just a little far back, so...
That's not entirely correct. Keep working on it.
Okay, so let's try -3.25. Hopefully that's pretty close. Oh, just over.
That's not entirely accurate. Keep working on it.
So let's hop it back a little bit, so... -3.23.
That's not completely right. Keep trying.
Oh, right, because I went forward. Okay, negative 3.3. I think negative 3.3. Let's see. Yeah, nice.
That's accurate.
Cool. Is that it?
You had an
Alright.
average of 8 attempts per question. Not bad. Keep working on it.
Not great.
That wraps up this lesson. Great job today.